Ever seen that one guy who walks into a room, says nothing, looks like he's got a PhD in not caring, and suddenly every woman in a 10-mile radius is thinking, who is that? Yeah, that guy's a Sigma male. And no, it's not some secret Marvel character. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why women can't seem to resist this mysterious lone wolf. Buckle up, because we're diving into the silent confidence, the danger vibes, and just enough humor to keep you from joining a monastery. Introducing the Sigma male. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. What the heck is a Sigma male? Picture this. There's the alpha, the loud, confident leader of the pack. Think of the guy doing push-ups at a party for no reason. Then there's the beta, the nice guy, supportive, maybe a bit too into fantasy football leagues and mom's approval. And then you have the Sigma male, the guy who doesn't even show up to the party, but somehow still gets talked about. The Sigma is like Batman, doesn't care about your approval, probably hasn't posted on Instagram in 2 years, but when he walks into a coffee shop, even the barista forgets how to spell espresso. Sigma males are introverted alphas. They've got the confidence of an alpha, but without the need to show it off. They're silent, self-sufficient, and 100% unfazed by society's expectations. And that, my friends, is like catnip for curiosity. The lone wolf effect. Why women notice. Now let's talk about this lone wolf effect. Why does this quiet, mysterious guy, who probably has no idea where his phone is, get all this attention? Simple. He's different. And let me let you in on a little secret. Different is magnetic. Think about high school. Remember that one kid who didn't hang out with any group, didn't try to impress the teachers, and still managed to get a girlfriend without even trying? That's the lone wolf effect in action. Women are hardwired to notice contrast. When every other guy is trying to impress, boast, or flex, the Sigma is just over there, sipping black coffee like it's a spiritual ritual and ignoring the chaos. That level of nonchalance, it's mysterious, it's cool, and it screams, I'm not available for nonsense. Mystery is attractive. Facts. Now here's something that's been proven over and over again. Mystery creates attraction. Humans, especially women, are naturally curious. And when someone's not an open book, when they don't post every detail of their life online, when they don't immediately chase, they become a puzzle. And who doesn't love a good puzzle? Sigma males are like that weird app on your phone that has no instructions, no notifications, and yet somehow you keep clicking it. Women think, why isn't he texting me first? Why didn't he ask for my number? Why is he leaving after just 2 drinks when everyone else is trying to stay late? And that's the thing. The more questions he creates, the more interested she becomes. Unbothered. Undefeated. Sigma males have mastered the art of being unbothered. While other guys are sweating bullets trying to figure out how to impress someone, Sigmas are out here living their lives like a Netflix show that never drops spoilers. They're focused on their goals, their passions, and probably building something in a garage no one knows about. They don't need validation, and that's what makes them irresistible. It's like going to a store and seeing a $500 t-shirt. You don't know why it's $500, but suddenly you're like, wait, should I buy it? That's the Sigma male. The more he doesn't care, the more everyone else seems to. Confidence without talking. Let's be real. Most people think confidence is loud. Talking a lot, making jokes, being seen, right? Nope, not for Sigmas. These guys have quiet confidence. The kind that says, I know who I am and I don't need to advertise it. Imagine a guy walking into a room full of people shouting and laughing, and he just calmly walks over, sits in the corner, opens a book, and minds his business. Now, who do you think the women are wondering about? The loud guy trying to get laughs? Or the quiet one who seems like he's already living in the future? Exactly. It's confidence without the noise. And that's rare. And rare is valuable. Emotional control, the kryptonite of chaos. One of the biggest reasons women are drawn to Sigma males? Emotional control. In a world full of people overreacting to traffic, online comments, and avocado toast prices, Sigmas are cool as ice. They don't explode. They don't argue over petty stuff. They don't chase drama. And that emotional control, it's intensely attractive. Why? Because it shows maturity, strength, and stability. He's the guy you want next to you in a crisis, not the one screaming about how his Uber driver looked at him funny. Emotional control is like having Wi-Fi on a plane. It's rare, and when you find it, you appreciate it. Independence, the ultimate flex. Here's another big one. Sigma males are independent. They don't need anyone to tell them what to do, how to dress, or where to go. They're on their own path and they like it that way. And here's the kicker. Women don't want to babysit a grown man. They want someone who can stand on his own 2 feet, who doesn't need constant reassurance, and who's not trying to morph into someone else just to be liked. Sigmas aren't needy. They're not constantly texting Wade. They're not updating their IG stories every 5 seconds. They've got goals, hobbies, and probably a weird fascination with ancient history or woodworking. And that kind of independence, yeah, it's insanely attractive. The power of saying no. Now let's talk about something wildly underrated. The power of saying no. Most guys say yes to everything when they're around a woman they like. Yes to her movie choice, yes to skipping the gym, yes to wearing matching sweaters for Instagram. Sigma males? They say no, not to be mean, but because they know what they want and they're not afraid to walk away from what doesn't serve them. That's power. Because guess what? Saying no means you've got boundaries. And boundaries show self-respect. And self-respect? Yep, you guessed it. Super attractive. No woman wants a doormat. But a man who can respectfully decline, that's a whole different level of masculine energy. The Sigma energy. Hard to get, harder to forget. So what makes Sigma males stick in someone's mind long after they're gone? It's the energy. It's the vibe of someone who isn't chasing, isn't trying too hard, and isn't concerned with impressing anyone. It's authenticity, raw, rugged, and unapologetic. He's not trying to be the life of the party. He is the party, just in a very different room, with better lighting and way less noise. And when a woman meets someone who isn't trying to win her over with tricks, tactics, or TikTok dances, she remembers him, because that's rare, and people always remember what's rare. But wait, does this mean you have to be mysterious to be attractive? Here's where we clear the air. You don't need to grow a beard, move to the mountains, or start journaling by candlelight to attract women. That's not the point. The Sigma male isn't about pretending, it's about being comfortable in your own skin, being okay with silence, and being focused on your path. It's about not needing constant attention, and ironically, getting a lot of it because of that. So, if you're someone who's introverted, driven, and maybe a little allergic to small talk, you might just have that Sigma spirit. To sum it all up, women can't resist Sigma males because they stand out in a world full of people trying to blend in. They're confident, mysterious, independent, emotionally solid, and unbothered by trends and noise. They don't chase, they attract. And they don't talk about being high value, they are high value. So whether you're a Sigma male yourself or just curious about what makes this archetype so magnetic, remember this. You don't have to be loud to be noticed. Sometimes the quietest guy in the room is the one everyone's watching. If this made you rethink the whole strong silent type, drop a like. And if you're secretly building a bunker in the woods while reading philosophy books, welcome to the club, Lone Wolf.